are live. It's my first time ever going live, but just want to say we're about to go vote at Prince of Peace Church here in Appleton, Wisconsin. So thanks for tuning in. Election day is kind of an exciting day as we start looking at all the things that elections mean. In the United States, where I live, it's a big deal as we can be involved, we can have a say. As you look at world history, we see that many people didn't have a say in their governments, and still today, many people don't. As we kind of like reminisce about things that we've learned in our own course, we know that Rome was a republic. They got to elect representatives. We get to do that today. Also, as we're kind of looking at other things, we've talked about Athens and their direct democracy. I mean, they could even vote people out and ostracize them. But for both of these types of governments that exist in the classical era, it seems as though not everyone always had a say. And today, we could say that people do have a much more say. Women can vote, so that's important to me, obviously. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here today making this video. Also important, as we are looking at a variety of other people that used to be marginalized and not given the right to vote can now vote. So that's a big deal. I still think there's room to grow. I was just thinking about this kind of on the drive over here of people that don't have the right to vote, that are citizens, that maybe have lost the right to vote due to maybe being a felon. And I think that's an interesting thing maybe to discuss. As I was just kind of pondering it, once people have been sentenced and have served their sentence, should they have the right to vote? I think that there's some good reasons why we think they should. And so, but here nor there, I think it's a really big deal. So I'm about to go into the church. I'm going to vote, do my civic duty. There's nothing else more patriotic than to go and vote. And for all of the young people out there, that if you're 18, shout out to all our new 18-year-olds that get to vote in their very first election. And for all my students today who will be able to vote in 2 years from now, that's going to be super exciting. Maybe we'll camp out and go live that day. But I just want to say how important I think voting is. Don't forget your ID. Here in Wisconsin, we can vote even if you didn't register yet. So you can go register at your polling location. So if you're from Wisconsin, we still have until 8 p.m. Central Standard Time for you to go to the polls. If you haven't voted yet, just still show up. I hear in other states you can request a provisional ballot if you have not registered. So get out there. If you took AP World History a while ago and you're still subscribed to the channel, that's awesome. You might as well get out there and vote, because you probably can do that if you've taken AP a few years ago. Yeah, that's about it. I feel like I should say the word ultimately, because I guess I say that a lot in videos. So ultimately, it's about time to go vote. We are super excited about the rest of the school year, and I'm excited to go vote and see kind of what happens tonight as we tune in. Also, shout out to my husband. It's his birthday today. So it's a good day overall. Hopeful to see what happens. So make your voice be heard. There are so many nations in the world still today in 2018 that they live under governments where they don't really get to have their voices heard, where they don't get to vote, still have very monarchical governments. And so it's a big deal. So even if you're upset, you should go out and vote, because it's something that you can do and you do have power to do. And so hopefully you can do that today. If not, when you're old enough, you can go do that. There's still time, and then we'll see kind of what happens from here. So thanks for tuning in. If you don't subscribe to my channel, I guess you could do that down below. And this is who I am. I make videos for our AP World History class, and who knew that so many people subscribed along the way. So we're excited to have you. If you have any questions, feel free to send me an email. And I think it's about time that I get in line before the lines get too much longer. So thanks for tuning in. Have a good one. I'm off to vote with my ID.